The last time I talked to you, Biden was still in the campaign to be president again, and my dog was alive. Two things that used to run and don't anymore. As January 1st approaches us, these are things I'd like to get over with for the next year. Number one, remember my social security number by heart. I don't want to show up to the DMV and pull out my notes app as if I'm about to read out an apology that I wrote on there to the person working there, right? I need to remember the last 4 digits of my social security number because there's probably going to be a time where I don't have my phone on me. And they're going to be like, can you confirm your last 4 digits? And I'm going to be like, no, I can't. No, I actually can't. I don't know. That's something that I just have to, keep on me, but not on my phone or on a piece of paper, tucked into my front pocket. That's just something that you have to remember. Because it's dangerous to just have that thing written anywhere lying around. I don't even know where my card is. It's probably underneath my parents' mattress somewhere. And so with that, I'd also like to renew my ID because apparently after March or May, you can't travel with your regular license anymore. And so when I got my license, right, they gave me the under 21 license because I was 19, 20 years old. And I believe that there was a misprint happening when they printed out my ID because if you look at the expiration date, it says 2060 something. Now that's not normal. It's December 27th, 2024. Haven't even hit the new year and it's over with. It's done. I got it done. I went in there and she was like, you never have exactly what you need at the DMV. They say one thing online and then you ask your friends and they say another thing and then you get there and it's actually, we needed the receipts from your last 12 phone bills. We need the utility bill, even though you don't pay the utility bill, we need the utility bill. And we also need any Netflix memberships and receipts that you have to any subscription services. Anyway, that's over with. I got it done. Next. I need to get my last 2 wisdom teeth removed. In July, I got 2 of them removed from one side. This isn't something that a lot of people do. What they do is they get them all removed at once.
Let's do it. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Aisha.
I know.
That's my dad.
I know.
Hi.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's the smart thing. It's why would you break it apart into sections rather than just get them all at once?
I went in there and I was like, oh my god, I gotta lock in for real.
Yeah.
I had thought over this process many times in my head, right? And when I was told that I need to get my teeth out, I was like, that's great. We're going to do it my way, though. What we're going to do, I literally told, the professional, I'm like, listen, I understand that, I got to get them all out. And I will, but I need you to hear me on this one. I will do one side right now. Get one side of my mouth, 2 up here, removed, right? So I can eat and kind of chew food on the other side. Because if I have to live with the anxiety of fearing of getting dry sockets or any sort of infection on both sides of my mouth for a couple weeks, I might just heal over from the anxiety. The panic attacks will become a regular thing that happen at least a couple times a day if that is something that I will have to go through because my anxiety is so bad. And he was like, all right, fine, whatever, I don't care. Well, sure, whatever. So I got 2 more to get out. And now I'm not that scared to get them out because I've went through it already. And you'll get another funny anesthesia video because I had to be completely knocked out, Anyway, so I have to get those out of my head sometime. Getting my degree. If I don't get this this year, if I don't get this degree, you're not hearing any more from me. You are not going to hear a word or see me on this earth if I don't get that fucking degree this year. Do you understand me? Do you fucking understand me? I've been in this institution too long. I've been here for an extended amount of time. And if I don't get my degree this year, I might have to kill myself. A couple of years ago, I made this video about the pros and cons of community college, right? And it's just really interesting to see how diverse of an audience that video reached, because there's so many different types of people who recognize me from that video. And a lot of them are men. And men don't watch me. When a man comes up to me and is like, I like your videos, or like, I love your YouTube, I'm like, what in the world do I provide that satisfy you as a man? I don't think I've ever talked good about a man in any of my videos. I've never praised men. If you can get away with that and you still draw them in, you're a man eater. I'm a man eater. Okay, now here are some things that I don't think I will be doing next year. Things I just will not, flat out not be doing. And not because I've made a vow to not do it, not because like I just did it once and I don't want to do it again. It's just that I have never done any of these things in my life. So I'm like, well, it's probably not going to happen next year either. I will not be doing Pilates. I live in New York now. Right? And Pilates is a big thing there. Everyone loves Pilates. You look up and it's either like an office space or like a Pilates space. Like every single second story above a shop is either a Pilates studio or a startup. It's one or the other. And I don't think I would enjoy Pilates. And people have asked me like, well, you're a dancer. And I feel like a lot of the Pilates core workouts are kind of dancer-ish, right? It works the same things, the slow burn that dance provides. And I totally get that. It's just that I don't think I want to do the socks. I don't want to do the machines. First of all, I don't have the core strength to be working with any machine. You know what I mean? I see them, they start pulling things with their hamstrings. I'm like, I'm going to pull a hamstring if I do this. Okay? I will not be buying a home, and with the economic state of this country, I won't be. But if I do buy a home with my own money, once again, I don't see that happening in my future. But if that were to somehow occur, right? If God's plan somehow, swivels me into being a homeowner, I'm not buying a house made after 2008. Have you seen the homes that are built in 2024? Sticks and twigs. Literally the wolf who blew down all the Three Piggies houses. That is every single house that has been built this year. Like the childhood plastic playhouse that I had in the backyard when I was younger looks sturdier than whatever the fuck they're using to build the houses these days. I won't be working out at a public gym. But I won't be working out at a private gym either. I just feel like I have to emphasize a public gym. You will not be seeing me in there unless I'm picking my boyfriend up from his workout at the gym. Because he goes to the gym. My ass will not be there though. I've never been to a public gym. I will not be going to a public gym. I think maybe it's because my dad has always, he owns a business. Like he owns a personal training business. And with that, he has always had like a place for people to work out. He has his own area. And because I grew up with that, I'm like, why would I work out with random ass people when I can go into the garage in my home and just work out there? I will not be getting a Brazilian wax. Don't actually really know what a Brazilian wax is. Don't know if it's like a plain landing strip kind of wax or just like full bear, ripping off the stash thing, bald. I don't actually know. Is it just the front part? Are we going like from front to back? I don't actually know. Getting caught for shoplifting. It's never happened before, so it's not going to happen next year. Skydiving. Lastly, pap smear. You know what? Everyone is telling me different things. I'm getting different sources. All of my citations are vastly different from one another. Oh, it's too late. You have cancer. You didn't get your pap smear yet? You're 22? You might as well kill yourself. Oh, you don't gotta wait till you're 25. Like, I can't. Oh my God. And you know what? So I don't think, maybe this should be on the things I gotta get over with next year. I don't even know what a pap smear is. Do they just, with that, here are some things, lastly, as we conclude this, that I would like to do. Okay, there's been things I have to do, things I won't do. Here are some things I'd like to do. The list is small, but trust me, it's going to be effective in my growth. I would like to participate in the Black Friday real life simulation. I'd like to actually, I don't think it's going to happen because I think it might be illegal now, but camping outside of the store, that is an experience. And people are like, oh, what happened to the Black Friday rush? It doesn't happen anymore these days. You want to know why? Because in 2008, right, Black Friday was a one-day event. It wasn't a week-long event. It wasn't like a month before Black Friday even happened. It was a one-day, 24-hour challenge, okay? Like a Mr. Beast challenge or like The Purge. All crime is legal for 12 hours. You go there, you buy your thing, and you leave. You can't get any online deals. But now, with Amazon and all these stores, I saw a Black Friday deal happening at the end of October. Overconsumption, Elon Musk, he's probably the cause of it somehow. But I'm telling you, the chaos of Black Friday in real life has been just sizzled down to nothing because we have been spoiled where Black Friday can be done at home. Number 2 is that's not triggering actually. Whatever. I would like to gain some weight. I'd like to gain some weight. I think it's good for my health, and I think everyone this year should be gaining weight. Okay? Next, I'd like to handle raw chicken. One thing about me is that I don't cook. And that's, I eat, but I don't cook. I don't cook because I don't like handling raw chicken, but I like chicken. That's like the kind of meat that I like to have with my meals. But I hate that texture, man. Absolutely hate it. What will be happening is I will be able to handle the chicken, but I will be wearing gloves. I will not be touching that thing with my bare hands. I can't do it. My boyfriend cooks all the meals. I don't do much. So I want to be able to help out more in that sense. Last but not least, know how to properly take the subway by myself. I personally, I don't take the subway too much just because all the places that I like to go are walkable. Hence the beauty of New York City, right? But there are going to be times later in life where I might need to go way, way down somewhere to meet someone. And if I have this internalized fear of getting lost, I'm not going to end up getting on that subway. I have a vague idea, right? Like I've done it a couple times, but I need to be able to not have an overwhelming anxiety moments before I leave the apartment to take the subway. I got to be a grown-ass woman here, okay? Because everyone does it. Everyone looks really cool doing it. I have the girlfriend syndrome where when your boyfriend is like leading you somewhere and, you can kind of turn your brain off. I got to switch that girl back on. I got to be coherent. I got to be aware of my surroundings. And I have to be alert. So I would like to properly know how to take the subway. That is my goal. And yes, maybe these lists that you have seen seem short. Maybe they seem minute. Maybe they seem like, okay, not that big of a deal. But let it be known that I am me. And at the end of the day, when I do accomplish all these things, besides what I will not be doing, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to be like, you know what? Aisha Ray was right. She was right. All those things that she wanted to do, she ended up doing. And maybe I could do some of those things too. And then you're going to think, oh my God, wait, Aisha Ray, how many letters are in Aisha Ray? 8. And she ate up that list. Oh my God. What am I going to do when TikTok gets deleted? What am I going to do?